Let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, taxes. It didn't take long for our new leadership to impose increased taxes because the City of Toronto has officially approved new housing-related revenue streams. And the new tax structure we're going to chat about today is Municipal Land Transfer Taxes. We're going to look at the current land transfer tax amounts, the new and improved tax structure, and we're going to get into how the new tax structure could make buying a home more difficult. Whether you're buying or you're selling real estate, this new tax structure is going to impact you. So stick around to learn more. I really don't know if this is going to surprise anyone, but in 2019, the City of Toronto collected just under $800 million in land transfer taxes, which represented 5.6% of its total revenue that year. And if you're not familiar with land transfer taxes, it's essentially the tax you pay to the government when you buy a home, and it's completely unavoidable. My name is Macallum, and I'm a real estate team leader who specializes in the City of Toronto. If you want to book a one-on-one meeting with me to chat about buying, selling, or just about the market, you can drop down to the description, click the first link, and book a meeting directly into my calendar at a time that works best for you. And if you learn anything from this video, if you can take just 1 second to click both the like and subscribe buttons, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get into our topic here. So like I mentioned earlier in this video, land transfer taxes are an unavoidable cost the buyer pays when they purchase a home. And this cost is payable to the government. So let's use a really easy example here. A first-time buyer is looking to purchase a condo property for $600,000. The amount of cash they would need in order to close would be about $50,000. And of that $50,000, $35,400 goes towards their down payment, and $8,475 goes towards their total land transfer taxes, and the rest for lower amount closing costs. But why is the City of Toronto increasing the land transfer taxes? Well, just like anything, they need to generate more money at the cost of their citizens. It's crucial that everyone understands how land transfer taxes work because the way they're discussed and written about in the news is somewhat misleading. Take, for example, this article from CBC, which says that a 3.5% tax would be applied to homes valued at more than $3 million up to $4 million. So, does that mean the municipal land transfer tax on a $3.5 million home would be $122,000? No. It doesn't. Land transfer taxes are calculated in the same way as income tax, but not many articles expressly state that, so it can be pretty confusing if you're reading about land transfer taxes for the first time. Of the roughly 49,000 sales in the Toronto Real Estate Board, 3,460 were over $2 million. Now, that's including areas outside of the City of Toronto, but it's a pretty decent reference point. If someone buys a $4 million home today, they would pay the City of Toronto $86,000 just to move, which in and of itself is pretty crazy to think about. But in addition to the municipal land transfer tax, there is also the provincial land transfer tax, and that's the same amount as Toronto currently. So in total, the buyer would be paying $172,000 in taxes because they're moving. On January 1st of 2024, that same buyer of the $4 million home would pay $182,000 in total land transfer taxes. Now, that $10,000 difference may not be massive, but it could have some seriously negative ramifications to the overall market. When buying a $6 million home, the total land transfer tax goes from $275,000 to $332,000. When buying an $8 million home, the total land transfer tax goes from $372,000 to $492,000, and so on and so forth. Land transfer taxes are already a deterrent in the eyes of many homeowners, and with them increasing, it will only make trading real estate more costly. I've talked to many past clients about their plans to purchase a new home given their growing family, and they've said they just won't move because paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes doesn't make much financial sense. Instead of spending $200,000 in land transfer taxes to purchase a large home in a new neighborhood, they elect to improve or add to their current homes. Increasing the land transfer tax could very well create a lock in the real estate market, with fewer people trading properties. Every real estate trade has a chain reaction. If the $4 million owner doesn't trade up, that home isn't available for sale, which means the next person can't trade up. And eventually we get to the first-time buyer at the bottom of the totem pole, who can't buy because the owner of the condo they want to buy can't purchase a semi or a townhouse. This taxation may end up hurting the people it's meant to help most. With every policy decision, there's going to be the flip side of the coin. And I hope the City of Toronto has run the numbers to determine that this increased tax isn't going to lock up inventory and we're going to see more sales than we have in the past. But only time will tell.